All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
Another Saturday night. We are here, round 4, Showdown Waste Management Phoenix Open. I had a lot of people texting me this week. How's Phoenix? Are you in Phoenix still? How's the waste? And I said, I am so happy I am out of that quote hellhole, quoted hellhole, and back in my house. Like, if you've been to the waste, you understand how it is. It's a lot. It is a lot. And me, I love partying and drinking more than anyone else, but when I go there for like that work setting, there's nowhere I want to be less. There's truthfully nowhere I do want to be less. It is truthfully it's a party. I'm going to say it's a party. It's a party. It is a lot. I'm so happy to not be there. And so shout out anyone that is there, because I respect you. I would not be able to do it for another day. Nonetheless, if you do it, you have to go all out. There's no half-assing it. There's no like just going as a golf fan. You have to just like rip it. You have to just go balls to the wall. And I needed a little break after my cruise, like we talked about. But I am due for a drink. I will say that I am due for a drink. Nonetheless, it won't be in Phoenix. It will be in Palm Beach County. We are here for another 48 more hours, and then we're off to Pebble Beach. You guys know the deal. Code boots. We have a ton of boots coming up. I think 6 of the next 8 weeks. We're on the road trying to give you some of the information, the good information, the bad information, whatever you guys want to take of the information. But nonetheless, we are on the road for like 6 of 8 weeks. Am I excited? Yeah, I am excited to get on the road. Let's talk Showdown. Let's talk today's round. Let's see what happened today. Nikolai, Maverick, Thorbjornsen, Victor Hovland, Siwoo Kim, Jake Knapp, and Rasmus all shot rounds of 66 or better. And we can clap a little bit because we were on a few of them. We were on Victor and we were on Maverick today. So hopefully those guys made you money. I saw some people in the Discord cashing a little bit. So there's a couple things in common with all of these guys. Maverick McNeely hit a ton of fairways. Michael Thorbjornsen hit a ton of fairways. Victor Hovland, we got lucky. It was all with the putter. There's going to be that lucky guy every single day. Victor Hovland, luckily, we were on him with the putter. I won't victory lap that and say, yeah, he striped. No, that was all putter, but nonetheless, he shot the score. Matt Fitzpatrick, he was there, but he blew away late, and we'll talk about Matt Fitzpatrick in a little bit. Hit fairways. Siwoo Kim hit fairways. Jake Knapp is that one guy I talked about, that one lucky bomber of the day. There's going to be one guy, and I'll show you Jake Knapp's stat profile. Lucky bomber of the day who just goes all out for it, goes for it all, and he gets hot in one regard. So look at this. Driving distance number 1, strokes gained approach 1.6, 10th off the tee. He didn't putt well either. What that means is Jake Knapp's bombed it all over the place, didn't even hit that many fairways, got lucky lies in the rough. If he goes that strategy tomorrow, he's going to have to find the same luck, and that probably won't happen. Jake Knapp, I'm not optimistic about tomorrow. Nikolai Horgaard also hit a lot of fairways. And that's the formula. That is the formula. It is hit fairways and set up approach shots. It's truly not rocket science at all. So that's what we're going to look for tomorrow. And I do want to talk about Fitz. Like I said, I would talk about Fitz because you guys know we are on him everywhere. We are on him outright DFS. Got a nice little sweat. And remember what I said in the Boots Report. Remember what I said on the Tuesday stream. Around the green can lose you this tournament. And I'm sure you guys watched what Matt Fitzpatrick did on holes 13 through 18. Hole 13, hit it. And also, Jim Nantz jinxed him like no one's ever been jinxed. Jim Nantz on hole 11 was like, Matt Fitzpatrick, no one's ever hit every green and every fairway at TPC Scottsdale. No one's ever done before. And Matt Fitzpatrick is 11 for 11, greens and fairways. And then what does he do? He is greenside in 2 on the par 5 13th, the easiest hole, and lays the sod over it. Luckily, gets up and down for par. But that's a situation where Matt Fitz gets up and down 7.5 times out of 10. That could have been a stroke right there. And then on number 14, he chipped in. So that and evened itself out. I won't victory lap that. I won't say that was bad. And you saw that mush. Like, you saw that. I wasn't just making this up. Jim Nantz was like, this is impressive stuff. And then he immediately loses it. And then after that, on hole 16, he goes for the ace, which if it was any other hole but like the stadium hole 16, I would have been really mad that he was trying to go for a flag and short siding yourself into that bunker. But it's 16. Like, go for it all. No beef there. You're usually Matt Fitz and you can get it up and down. And then what does he do? He short sides it and knifes it out of the bunker, Kisner style. And he 3-jacks for double. Bounce back on 17, good up and down. And then on 18, this was an issue. He was absolutely putting on a display off the tee all week. So, which is why I think we're in for a good sweat tomorrow. Display off the tee on 18. And then he tries to go right at that front right pin, leaves it in the bunker, kind of like Tom Kim in the playoff at TPC River Highlands versus Scotty Scheffler. That's kind of what it reminded me of. And he lives in the bunker, had a really tough up and down, and he didn't get it up and down, although got her up, and Rio got that same shot up and down. But what am I saying? Around the green can lose you the event, and it could very well lose Matt Fitz the event. We will see. Come tomorrow, let's look at this wave scoring, which there really wasn't a wave. And I might have to apologize a little bit for, sorry, wrong. There we go. I did it again. I have to apologize. I said there would be a morning and an afternoon wave. I did not realize that they were going to go out in threes when the tee times went up, because I did the stream while they were still going. I did the stream earlier yesterday because I had to do something last night. I didn't think they were going to go out in threes. Nonetheless, they did, and they're doing it again tomorrow. So there's not really a wave, and the scoring was the same. The better players played in the afternoon, so I guess it had a 0.3 stroke difference, which is nothing. Yeah. 0.3 strokes gain lost on hole 16 and 18 for Fitz. Not great for us. So there's no stroke. I mean, there's no waves tomorrow. I will talk about the weather for a second because it is virtually all the same from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. There's not much difference at all, and everyone's kind of going off, and they're going off in threes again. It will be a similar style of golf tomorrow. Now let's talk the stats and explain the strategy a little bit. The stats, we're going with more of the same. Let me fix my screen real quick. Going with more of the same. We need the driving accuracy to set up the approach. It's been the case on Friday Showdown, Saturday Showdown, and probably tomorrow Showdown. The driving accuracy needs to set up the approach. So sorting by today's rounds of the day, I'll go the screen back. We see guys had great approach, guys had a good putter, but they all somewhat gained off the tee. Like I said, Victor Hovland was that one outlier. It was all hot putter. Nonetheless, we are looking for the driving accuracy to set up the approach tomorrow. Next topic I wanted to point out was this one's big. This one's big in terms of strategy. Who is going to be the guy to backdoor that top 10? And who's going to be that guy to stay inside the top 10? As you know, for Showdown on Sunday, these placement points are important. And a guy starting at T16, finishing, say, T10, is going to be a lot more valuable than a guy finishing T6 and starting T6 and finishing T8. It will be, because that guy who backdoored it had to make those birdies to get into the top 10. Shout out Ryan Kellogg. Keith Mitchell backdoor top 10. That is as Keith Mitchell as it gets. Let's look at Keith Mitchell. He's T25 right now. He's nuking off the tee. If Keith Mitchell is 12th in driving distance and he's T15 in driving accuracy, that sets up a lot of really solid gains for tomorrow. So yeah, I do love Keith Mitchell to potentially backdoor that top 10. I'll get to some of these questions also at the end of the stream, but you have to ask yourself, who are going to be these guys who are just on the outside looking in, even the T11, the T16 guys, who can backdoor that top 10? Which one of these guys are going to fall out? And I'm not going to give you the answers. I'm going to tell you the way to do it. You're going to look for the driving accuracy. You're going to look for guys who are having good approach weeks or are generally good approach players, which is one guy that I'm on later in the show. Driving accuracy, setting up the good approach week. And that's been the case the last two events. That's been the case the last 2 events, and it's not going to be that way every week. But while it's working, we're going to rip it. Contest selection. Let's look at some of these contests for tomorrow and see where we're going to put some of our money into. Okay. Round 4 showdown. We're not playing DP. We should have a DP World Tour stream. Okay. Yes, today we went with the $11 3 max, or $3.11 max. Sorry. I did like that a lot. Oh wait, I kind of want to sort by tournaments and not entry. I guess we'll sort by entry fee. What do we got here? This is $25 150 max, I believe. Yeah, that's like not even a good contest. For all that money too, it's not even a good contest. The $20 5 max, this is my favorite contest. It just is. And then what else do we got? The $10 T max, obviously. $12 single entry. It doesn't have a bad payout structure either. Yeah, that's not bad. $12 single entry. I like a lot. Those are the 3 contests that I think we will be in. And where we're gonna make the hay, where we're gonna get the information is here. This is the showdown projections. These will be updated. So yesterday, this was a typo. This was updated 9:35 p.m. So I would say 8:30, 9 p.m. Check for this to be updated. Round 4 showdown projections. And then the stone. Look at the stone. The stone is valuable information. Look at it highlighted right here for you. Victor Hovland as a low-owned pivot came in sub 10%, and he had one of the rounds of the day. Gives you it right there in plain sight. You don't even have to do any work. Simply log in on the site, look at the link at the bottom, copy and paste that code in the live chat, and you can get whatever one of these packages you want. For this, you all access. You can do all access. Any one of these packages, you get a week for free and then 10% off for as long as you're subscribed. And if you want just the PGA, you want single sport, go to PGA. You want just the content, right here, same code. It's all in there with descriptions in the live chat. You want optimizer, bang, all in there in the live chat. Go copy and paste it. Help me, help you. Get SaberSim. Like SaberSim is night and day stuff. Like literally, you once you do get your pool, once you go into the stone, you go to the projections, you're like, all right, I like these 10 golfers. You're gonna click them off. You're gonna bang Scotty, bang Xander, bang Sahith. You click them off, and then you simply hit build. You click build. See if I can do something for you. How many guys we got to click? Oh, I don't have the select thing, the right thing selected. But all it is, you're going to have to click these golfers. You're going to hit build lineups once you have an accessible player pool where it makes sense, where you're able to build the lineups. And then you're going to hit build and watch SaberSim cook for you. And something that really helped me was going into the Discord and be like, all right, I'm in SaberSim. I'm this far. How do I do X? The Discord they're there to help you. And I was new to Ship It, obviously, and I was new to SaberSim, and they've helped me. And I know you guys are definitely crushing it right now. So I think it's time. Before we get out here. And I like these little quick streams. It's like informative. Doesn't take too much time out of your day. We have the slate plan coming up. It's time for the one golfer that I am on. We've been kind of we haven't had, I think, one time out of these, 12, 11 streams, we had one like absolute horrible play. The other plays have been like, okay, but we've had some fucking fire plays. Hopefully we can have a fucking fire play tomorrow. The one golfer that I am on. Drop him in the comments. If you get it, I'll give you $5. I'll give you $5. More than $5. Harris English. Harris English is the one golfer that I am on for tomorrow. And let's look a little bit why. Let's pull up his profile thus far. Harris English currently T37. Could he backdoor a top 10? Maybe. It would need a round. It would need one of those lights out rounds that we can possibly get, like we have from Joel Damon. 7th off the tee. Driving accuracy. 3rd. He's doing everything we were asking off the tee. He's losing on approach. He's not putting bad. Look at Harris English, what he's done of late. 2 of his last 3 events have been solid approach plays, solid approach events. We know that approach play is in the tank. It's there. And at the Phoenix Open, he's done it before. He's been here. Is it pulled up? It's not pulled up. I don't know why it's not pulling up. Nonetheless, it's not loading right now. But Harris English has really, really solid course history. He really does. He did burn everyone this week and today, but I think there's one more time. There's one more round to go back to him. So let's get to some of these questions before we get out of here. And also, I guess we could talk the slate plan today before we get into the questions. The slate plan today. Let me just pull it up if I could find it. Okay, the slate plan today. Bang, got it. Xander Schauffele. I'll hand up and say, why did I chase Xander Schauffele? That was stupid. I gave him a horrible boots report, and he's not there right now. Daniel Berger, also not a great play. JT Potion shot 1 under. He could have been in your 6 of 6. I mean, sorry, he could have been in your winning lineup because he didn't play horrible. But we had the plays here. Maverick played awesome. Fitz played awesome. Victor played awesome. And then everyone else kind of mid. So it was some good. It was some bad. Using my names, using the slate, using the my names, using the SaberSim, using the projections, using the stone, you're going to find the plays. So you have so many avenues to find the plays, and that's why we always have winners in the Discord. It's just that you're not going to be right every day. You're not. I'm not going to be right. If I was right every day, I wouldn't be doing this for damn sure. I'd be on an island being quiet. So that's the one guy we're on. That's the slate plan for today. The slate plan for tomorrow will be up in the next 30 minutes. And let's get to some of these questions before we get out of here. Let's see what we got. Hideki, 27th in ball striking and still in first. Can he keep it up? Let's look at Hideki. I mean, yeah, Hideki can surely keep it up. Hideki, I don't have my screen pulled up, but like he also is one of those golfers that was on that list that I tweeted out on Monday and went through on Monday. He has obviously he has a T9 here. He's won here before, and he is in the top 30 in the dog rankings. The dog rankings are real. It's not rocket science. Like the dog rankings are real. It's a calculation. Shout out Adam Kirk. Shout out Vince Eric's Golf. It is a real calculation, and he checked those 2 boxes. I think 9 guys checked those 2 boxes. Bang, Hideki is one of them. He has a stroke lead going into the final round. He can surely keep it up. How many strokes does Mav win by tomorrow? I don't know. Mav, I don't know. I don't know. Mav's profile is really enticing. He is gaining strokes in every category. He's what we're doing all green Xander. This is why I'm going to say this a while for the future. All green Xander. It means notoriously Xander Schauffele, before he won anything, was always just gaining across the board, didn't really flash anywhere, just green, just like strokes gained off the tee, approach around the green and putting. Nothing flashy, kind of like Tommy, but we call that all green Xander. And Maverick right now is all green Xander. So fine profile. He can still pop in one of those categories and go for that good round. He's only one back. He had 1 bad swing on 17 to have a bogey. Scheffler backdooring a T7 at the minimum. Any players stand out more on FanDuel? This is not a question for Tambo. So tag Tambo in the chat, and this is not a question for me. Let's see what else we got. I don't love Ben Griffin. I feel like he's gonna be underowned, or people are gonna chase him. What did his ownership come in at today in the Griffin? Let's see. He was 11%, so nothing crazy. I think that's fair ownership for Griffin. I tell you, I don't love his profile. He's just so talented because he's hitting his driver so bad, and he's still T22. Like he's 71st in the field, losing 3.5 strokes off the tee, and he's still T22. We know he's not a bad driver. Can he find it tomorrow? Sure. And I don't know. That's something I think you're going to want to wait for the projections, see where he comes in terms of ownership. If he's low, go for it because he can find out. But if people are still chasing him, I would say stay away. Anything else we got? Driving accuracy and the approach play. You could find the driving accuracy just right on the PGA Tour page. You go on to players. So what I would do actually, I would go to data golf, sort by off the tee, see who's gaining off the tee, compile your names, and then go to the PGA Tour page and see who's gaining strokes on approach. So see if they're getting up the tee, and then how are they doing it. Also, a really good way to do it is the stone. The stone has so many great stats, not necessarily driving accuracy, but just really good stats and unique stats too. But the way I would do driving accuracy is go to data golf and sort by off the tee, and then cross-reference that with PGA Tour website. That's what I would do. All green Xander. So that's the deal. You guys see this code that's still going down at the bottom. The song of the day for today is going to be "Circle the Drain" by Wage War. People are commenting that they like or don't like the song of the day. I want your feedback because I want to make you guys more well-versed in life, not just golf. And I want you guys to make me well-versed in life. So that's Circle the Drain by Wageor. Let's have another day. We had some great winners today. Let's do it again. As always, let's ship it. I'll catch you guys on Monday. Peace.